As you grow older, have you ever felt drained after spending time with certain people, even your own family? What if I told you that avoiding just 5 types of people could lead to a happier, healthier old age? It might sound surprising, but the truth is, the people you surround yourself with in your later years can have a huge impact on your well-being, both mentally and physically. In today's video, we're going to talk about 5 types of people you should be careful about letting into your life as you age. These aren't just random tips. They come from the real-life experiences of older people who have learned these lessons the hard way. So, if you want to enjoy peace, happiness, and good health in your later years, stay tuned to find out which people to avoid and why. 1. The constant complainers. One of the most draining types of people you may encounter as you get older are the constant complainers. These are the people who seem to always find something wrong, whether it's their health, their finances, or their regrets about the past. Every conversation becomes a laundry list of problems, and no matter how much you try to help or offer solutions, it's never enough. Their negativity is like a cloud that hovers over everything, making it hard to see the good in life. The trouble with complainers is that they rarely focus on solutions. Instead, they feed on their own misery, and unfortunately, they're often eager to drag others into it. As you age, you may find that your patience for constant negativity starts to wear thin. Their never-ending complaints can begin to take a toll on your energy, leaving you feeling drained, frustrated, or even depressed. What started as a conversation to connect or share a laugh can quickly turn into an emotional weight that weighs you down. The energy you spend listening to someone constantly complain isn't just a minor inconvenience. It can directly affect your peace of mind and your physical health. Studies have shown that chronic negativity can increase stress levels, weaken the immune system, and even shorten your lifespan. As we age, it becomes more important than ever to protect our mental and emotional well-being, and allowing negativity to take up space in our lives can prevent us from enjoying our golden years to the fullest. So, how do you handle these complainers? First and foremost, set clear boundaries. It's okay to distance yourself from people who are constantly negative. If you feel a conversation heading in that direction, politely steer it toward something more uplifting. You can empathize with their struggles without allowing their complaints to become your own burden. You don't have to engage in every conversation, especially when you know it's only going to leave you feeling drained afterward. Remember, minimizing contact with chronic complainers doesn't mean cutting them out entirely or abandoning them in their time of need. It simply means protecting yourself from their negative energy. By setting boundaries, you can maintain your mental well-being while still offering support when necessary. Protecting your peace is not only important for your happiness, but for your health as you grow older. The financial leeches, even family members. Another group of people you need to be cautious about as you age are the financial leeches, those who only seem to show up when they need money or favors. It's heartbreaking when these individuals are people you care about, like family members or close friends. They may call you when they're in a bind, asking for a loan or financial help, but once their immediate needs are met, they vanish until the next emergency arises. It's a pattern that can leave you feeling taken advantage of and deeply unappreciated. Older individuals are often targeted for financial dependence, and this is something that's become all too common. Unfortunately, as we get older, we may be perceived as having more disposable income, whether it's from retirement savings, pensions, or the equity in our homes. Some people take advantage of this perception, leaning on us for support in a way that goes beyond healthy generosity. It's easy to feel obligated to help, especially when it's family. But these constant requests for money can quickly become overwhelming and exploitative. While helping those you love is natural, it's important to recognize when the requests have become more about dependency than genuine need. Being too generous, especially if you're not in a position to continue giving, can lead to financial strain. You may end up sacrificing your own comfort or security just to keep others afloat, and that's not a sustainable or healthy approach. The pressure to constantly provide can also erode your sense of independence and well-being, as you begin to feel responsible for the financial happiness of others. The best piece of advice here is to learn to say no and to protect your financial stability above all else. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care, but it does mean that you're prioritizing your own security and peace of mind. You can offer emotional support or help in ways that don't put a strain on your finances. Setting clear boundaries about what you can and can't do is essential for protecting both your money and your mental health. It's not always easy to say no, especially when it's someone you love or a family member you've always helped. But remember, by protecting your finances, you're not only safeguarding your future, but also teaching others valuable lessons about responsibility and self-sufficiency. You can't pour from an empty cup, and if you continue to allow financial leeches to drain you, you risk running dry yourself. 3. The manipulators and guilt trippers. One of the most damaging types of people you'll want to avoid in old age are the manipulators and guilt trippers. These individuals have a knack for making you feel guilty for living your own life, especially when it comes to prioritizing your own needs or desires. They'll use emotional tactics to make you feel as if you're doing something wrong by focusing on yourself or enjoying time away from them. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or even a caregiver, these people often make you feel that you owe them something, simply because of your relationship. What makes them particularly dangerous is their ability to disguise emotional blackmail as family duty or responsibility. They'll say things like, "After all I've done for you, is this how you repay me?" Or, "You're my only family, you should be taking care of me." These guilt-inducing statements are meant to manipulate you into sacrificing your time, energy, and even money. The longer you fall for these tactics, the more power they gain over you, and it can start to feel like you're walking on eggshells around them just to avoid conflict or criticism. As you grow older, you'll likely realize just how important it is to live for yourself. The need to please others, especially those who seek to control you emotionally, can easily lead to feelings of resentment or burnout. Continually sacrificing your own happiness and well-being to cater to someone else's demands doesn't just harm you emotionally. It can also affect your physical health. Constant stress, worry, and self-doubt are not good for your body or your mind, and the last thing you want in your later years is to be drained by people who manipulate your feelings. The key to handling manipulators and guilt trippers is to recognize their tactics for what they are. Emotional manipulation is not love, it's control, and it's important to stand your ground. Learn to identify when someone is trying to guilt you into doing something that isn't in your best interest. When they use guilt to get what they want, it's important to take a step back and calmly but firmly assert your boundaries. You are not responsible for others' happiness, especially at the cost of your own peace of mind. It's tough, especially if these people are close family members or friends, but remember, your needs are just as valid as theirs. Saying no to emotional blackmail isn't cruel. It's an act of self-preservation, By setting healthy boundaries and not giving in to guilt, you're not only protecting your mental health, but also teaching others that respect and healthy relationships are based on mutual understanding, not manipulation. 4. The gossip spreaders. The fourth type of person you should avoid as you get older is the gossip spreader. These individuals thrive on drama, often making it their mission to share negative stories, secrets, or rumors about others. They seem to feed off stirring the pot, spreading negativity wherever they go. Whether it's family drama, workplace gossip, or the latest neighborhood scandal. These people will always have something to say. But what's worse is that they often don't care about the harm it can cause to others or the relationships that get damaged in the process. Engaging with gossip spreaders might seem harmless at first, but it's incredibly toxic in the long run. Not only does it cause unnecessary conflict, but it can also lead to a toxic environment where trust and respect begin to erode. When you're involved in gossip, even if you're not the one spreading the negativity, it can damage your own reputation. People begin to see you as part of the problem, and before you know it, you're caught in a cycle of back-and-forth stories, hurt feelings, and broken relationships. It takes a toll on your peace of mind, leaving you anxious, distracted, and emotionally drained. For older individuals, the stakes are even higher. At a time when we should be focusing on enjoying the present, creating positive memories, and nurturing meaningful relationships, being involved in gossip only adds stress. As we age, maintaining strong, harmonious connections with those we love becomes even more essential. Gossip, on the other hand, can quickly break down trust and lead to isolation. The energy you put into toxic conversations is energy you could be investing in far more meaningful and fulfilling activities. The best advice here is to simply stay away from these toxic conversations. Refuse to participate in gossip no matter how tempting or intriguing it may seem. When someone starts talking negatively about someone else, change the subject or remove yourself from the conversation altogether. Not only will this help protect your peace, but it will also encourage others around you to do the same. People will begin to recognize that you don't tolerate gossip and that you prefer to focus on uplifting, positive discussions instead. In the end, the fewer people you have around you who thrive on drama, the more space you'll create for healthy, supportive relationships. At any age, but especially as you grow older, it's essential to protect your emotional well-being from negativity. You don't need to be part of every conversation, and you certainly don't need to entertain gossip. Surround yourself with people who bring joy, encouragement, and respect. Those are the relationships that will add value to your life. 5. The energy vampires. The final type of person to avoid in old age is the energy vampire. These are the individuals who constantly drain you emotionally, leaving you feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, and depleted. They may not do it intentionally, but every time you interact with them, they take more than they give. Whether it's through their constant need for attention, their ongoing complaints, or their emotionally demanding behavior, they suck the life out of you without ever offering much in return. It's as if they feed off your emotional energy, and over time, this imbalance can leave you feeling completely worn out. In old age, conserving your energy becomes more important than ever. As you get older, you may find that you don't have the same physical or emotional stamina that you once did. That means it's essential to be mindful of where and how you spend your energy. You need to protect your well-being by avoiding relationships that drain you without providing the support and positivity you deserve. Energy vampires, no matter how well-meaning they may be, can leave you feeling mentally exhausted, which impacts not just your mood, but your overall health. Chronic emotional drain can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression, making it harder to enjoy your later years. While we all go through tough times and need support, a healthy relationship is built on a give-and-take dynamic. If you're constantly the one listening, comforting, and sacrificing, but never receiving the same level of care and attention in return, it's time to reassess the relationship. These people often don't realize the toll they're taking on you, and while you might feel compelled to be there for them, it's okay to recognize that your emotional resources are finite. It's not selfish to want to preserve your peace and energy for things that bring you joy and fulfillment. The best advice for dealing with energy vampires is to surround yourself with positive, supportive people who genuinely uplift and encourage you. These are the relationships that will bring you joy and make you feel valued. By focusing on people who share your interests, who listen as much as they speak, and who genuinely care about your well-being, you'll create an environment where you can thrive. Make a conscious effort to build a circle of friends, family, and acquaintances who contribute to your happiness, rather than those who leave you feeling drained. Remember, you don't owe anyone your emotional energy, especially if they're not willing to reciprocate. In the later years of life, it's essential to protect your energy like you would your health. Surround yourself with people who bring positivity, kindness, and understanding into your life. It's not about cutting people off completely, but being discerning about who you let close. By doing so, you'll create space for joy, relaxation, and a greater sense of well-being in your golden years. Conclusion. As we grow older, the people we surround ourselves with play a huge role in shaping our happiness and well-being. By being mindful of the types of people in our lives, whether they're complainers, financial leeches, manipulators, gossip spreaders, or energy vampires, we can protect our peace and enjoy a more fulfilling, joyful life. Remember, you deserve to be surrounded by those who uplift, support, and love you. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, drop a comment below with a 9 if you agree, or a 0 if you want to share your thoughts. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.